Focal TV, bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV, with check and balance, we bring it as it unfolds. Focal TV, bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV, the best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Tobo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep Focal.
Away from Liberia's capital, a pleasant good morning and welcome to Focal News Summary. 15 minutes of news presentations about Liberia, Africa, and our warm world. My name is Kay Lyndon Topat, anchoring this segment of Focal News presentation. In the headlines, President Joseph Boakai defends decision to award offshore for blogs to Nukaid. University of Liberia wins World Environment Day Inter-University Debate 2025. Doctor of Nancy Dode accuses Grandier County Senator Zoe Pennon of killing former First Lady Nancy Dode. And away from home, right after takeoff, something unusual happened. Air India plane crash. Lone survivor tells what happened in flight. These and many more are all packaged. We're taking a short break. When we come back, the news bulletin is up next. Welcome back and thanks for joining us. President Joseph Boakai has maintained his decision to award 4 offshore oil blocks to the National Oil Company of Liberia. The Liberian chief executive said his recent move seeks to simplify the investment procedure by bypassing lengthy legislative procedure. He argued companies hesitate due to complex legal processes, adding that the move allows NOCAL to negotiate directly pending legislative ratification. NOCA has welcomed the decision. The institution, through its administration, has also maintained that full ownership ensures maximum national return and positions Liberia as a major player in Africa energy sector. The University of Liberia debate team has won the 2025 World Environment Day Inter-University Debate Competition. The Environmental Protection Agency, which organized the competition, witnessed a healthy exchange of public and private university in Liberia. The debate was part of Liberia's national celebration of World Environment Day, promoting youth dialogue on environmental action. The UO was crowned champion during a grand ceremony at the Painesville City Hall recently, following a spirited parade on the Samuel Kyan Dode Boulevard. President of UL, Professor Lila Mapine, praised the team for its success and performance, while also urging it towards continuous improvement. The UL president said the win reflected academic excellence and resilience amid mounting challenges. Daughter of former slain Liberian president has gravely accused Grandier County Senator Zoe Pennon for the death of Madam Nancy Dode. Madam Dode, in an interview recently, claimed that Senator Pennon orchestrated the death of Madam Dode. She also said preceding the death of her mother, Senator Pennon had made serious threat against the family on numerous occasions. It can be recalled Madam Nancy Dode died recently in Monrovia. Vice President Jeremiah Kuhn has held high-level bilateral meeting with the Minister of Foreign Affairs of China, Wang Yin. The silent event, which took place at the 4th China-Africa Economic and Trade Expos in Xinjiang City, focused on advancing strategic cooperation between the two nations. Kong highlighted Liberia's commitment to One China policy and praised China's support in various sectors in the nation's development. He called for stronger diplomatic relations aimed at addressing Liberia's priority areas, which include expansion of renewable energy infrastructure, increased access to Chinese market for Liberian exports, among others. For his part, Wang Yin reaffirmed China's commitment to strengthening cooperations with Liberia across key sectors, which include infrastructure, development, energy demand, trade, and investment facilitation. The Monrovia City Court will deliver its final ruling Friday in the Azon case involving former Speaker Kofi and three other defendants. Defense lawyer had argued dismissing evidence as unlawfully obtained from random phone, which violates Chapter 1110 of the Liberia's Criminal Procedure Law on admissible data. Former Associate Justice Joaquin Wright, representing defense, stated that the evidence is irrelevant, asking the court to suppress it entirely and throw out the case altogether. State Prosecutor Counselor Richie Scout countered, saying the motion came too late and that once the evidence is submitted, it must be weighed by the court. Magistrate Ben Barker noted that the evidence already passed admissibility standards, citing the previous Supreme Court ruling, and confirmed the final decision will be announced Friday. Defense lawyers have rejected social media evidence presented by state prosecutor in the case against four lawmakers. The lawyers generally describe the evidence as unreliable and unverifiable. During a hearing at the Monrovia City Court Wednesday, lawyers for former Speaker Kofi, Abu Kamara, Jacob Dibi, Dixon Sibu criticized the use of social media content as evidence. The prosecution key witness, Raphael Wilson, the chief police investigator, testified that the evidence was gathered from open sources, including social media. However, the witness failed to identify specific platforms that the content was generated from. On a question, Wilson defended open source as public information. He said Kofi and Kamara acknowledged partial recording, but suggested that the clip had been altered or created using artificial intelligence. Defense lawyer Counselor Jonathan Massaquet challenged the credibility of the evidence, arguing that without specific source, the material should not be admitted. Bapolu County Senator Amara Kone has condemned police for what he called politically motivated plot to arrest Fonati Kofi and four lawmakers. He described armed officers escorting the lawmakers to detention as dangerous reminder of Liberia's authoritarian past, warning such action threatening the country's fragile democratic progress and unity. In a Facebook post, Kone said the image of officers in riot gear highlighted an abuse of state power that damages the public trust and legal credibility. He praised the lawmakers' clenched fists and bold slogan upon release as symbols of resilience against political intimidations and efforts to silence opposition voices in government. Can call for constitutional reform, arguing that justice must be impartial and lawful, not manipulated by politics or used to punish dissent through selective prosecution. This is a reminder that you are listening to Focal News Summary, 50 minutes bulletins about Liberia, Africa, and our warm war. Let's take a short break. When we come back, we bring you the continuation of our news. Welcome back and thanks for joining us. Let's bring you a recap of major development we have been following very closely on this Focal News Summary. President Joseph Boakai defends decision to award offshore 4 oil blocks to Nukai. University of Liberia wins World Environment Day Inter-University Debate Competition 2025. Dr. Nancy Doe accuses Grand Gita County Senator Zoe Pennon of killing former First Lady Madam Nancy Doe and away from home. Right after takeoff, something unusual happened. An Air India plane crashed. Lone survivor tells what happened in the flight. Let's go and bring you the continuations of major development. Nimba County District 7 Representative Musa Hassanbility has called on President Joseph Boakai to audit the legislature. In an open letter, Representability described the legislature as a hub of corruption, alleging systematic theft and makes use of millions in public funds over several mischievous budget cycles. He also accused lawmakers of diverting development funds for political purposes, noting that the money has already been lost to misappropriation. Representability revealed that repeated motions for a legislative audit have failed, urging President Barker to use his authority to honor the General Auditing Commission Act. Calling it a matter of legacies and national unity, he challenged the president to clean the system from within and restore public trust in democratic institutions. The Painesville City Corporation has signed an MOU with GoNet Africa Academy to enhance staff capacity through customized professional development and training programs. The agreement was formalized Wednesday at Painesville City Hall. Heads of the parties participating at the signing ceremony included Painesville City Mayor Robert Bestman and GoNet Africa Chief Executive Officer Mohamed Krekula. The partnership will further promote good governance, youth empowerment, improve public service through tailored initiatives and capacity building. Under the MOU, GoNet Africa will offer specialized training, while PPCC will nominate staff to participate in the program. Both parties reaffirmed their commitment to innovation, institutional growth, sustainable community development through collaborative effort. Former Montserrat County senatorial candidate has accused some members of the government of targeting his family. Chenanjalo claims follow controversial social media posts in which he fiercely criticized President Joseph Boakai. While he later clarified that his statement was misinterpreted, Jallo alleges that in retaliation, the Ministry of Public Works illegally vandalized his family property without notice or legal justification. He condemned the action as an attempt to silence a vocal feedback of the government and warned suppressing opposition through fear is a threat to Liberia's democracy. And after an Air India flight crash in Ahmedabad on Thursday, officials revealed that only survivor from the crash, Wansar Kumar Mishit, now he has shared his experience. After the ill-filtered airplane plane crash in Ahmedabad on Thursday, 241 passengers out of 242 people have been confirmed dead. A miraculous train of events saved the passengers. Visha Ahmedabad's sighting an on-seat of 11A. The 40-year-old survivor has now shared his story and the dreadful experience he had in the Air India Boeing 787 Dreamliner crash. The lone survivor said that something unusual happened just 1 minute after the takeoff. He saw both the green and white light on the aircraft were switched. A green light is located on the right tailpipe on an aircraft and indicates that the aircraft starboard side, while the white light is at the tilt and shows the rear of the aircraft. Let's take a short break. When we come back, we bring you a recap of the major developments we have been following very closely. Let's take a short break to be right back. Now to end this news, we recap our top stories. President Joseph Boakai defends decision to award offshore oil blocks to Nokai. University of Liberia wins World Environment Day Intel Debate Competition 2025. Daughter of Nancy Doe accuses Grand Jita County Senator Zodi Manuel Pena of killing former First Lady Madam Nancy Doe. And away from home, India's survivor tells horrifying details about the air crash. Thanks to all of our people who supported this news production. Thanks to the man Harold S. Board who served as controlled and coordinated effectively this news broadcast. My name is K. Lyndon Tokba. I presented. Good morning.